It's on? Okay. Thank you. We're back again. So we're going to continue this. Now we're going to continue with the parasha of this week. It's called Pinchas. Okay. So it says that in the book of Bamidbar, chapter 25, verse 10, this is where it starts. And it talks about Pinchas. And so I like to normally take the title of the parasha and see what that word of the parasha was given for. And what does it mean, right? So this is how I normally start the parasha of the week. And if a new month starts, I normally go into about the month, the things that have happened, why did Hashem create it, and then I'll study about the letter that Hashem used to create the month, okay, of the Aleph Bet. So this gives you a lot of information, okay? How many mitzvot are connected to that parasha, the halacha on it. So you have a lot to study. And then you have the Haftorah also. Wow, that's a lot. So if you can spend months just to study one parasha, because there's really a lot of information, okay? So this week's parasha is Pinchas, chapter 25, all the way from verse 10 to chapter 30, verse 1. So the first part, Pinchas was granted the greatest eternity for being a true Torah warrior who was willing to sacrifice his own life for the sanctity of Hashem and the Torah and Bnei Israel. Correct? Because he really had to not think about this, or think about it and say, I have to make this stop because Hashem has done so much for us. We cannot pay him this way. The way the tribes are behaving, or some of the tribes are behaving, this is incorrect. So Hashem personally announced to the people of Israel that Pinchas, the son of Elazar, the son of Aaron, the HaKohen, okay, Ben Aharon HaKohen, is rewarded for the covenant of peace and priesthood for eternity. Only a few have been rewarded such honor. So Pinchas was profound, zealous to honor Hashem's Torah and mitzvot. So the name Pinchas, okay, has two words in it. Ben, okay. So what does the word ben mean? Something that you all of a sudden you feel, okay. It's like an action, like a reaction. Ben. You heard this word before? Or what is it close to that you've heard it?
Yes, Ben. There is like it's like in the starting of a word.
Yeah. So suddenly felt, and chas is something that we normally say like chas v'shalom, means like Hashem having mercy on us, right? So you have these two words, and this is what his name, if you divide it, this is how we can understand how he reacted. Okay? So he reacted, all of a sudden he had this feeling that he became so zealous for Hashem, he needed to do Kiddush Hashem. Because what they were doing was not honoring, was not sanctifying the name of Hashem. Okay? They were embarrassing the name of Hashem. Now, alluding to Pinchas taking the initiative to kill the sinners and pray to Hashem to be merciful and stop the plague. Because this was what was happening. Hashem added the letter Yud to his name. Because his name originally is not Pinchas. His name was Pinchas. It didn't have a Yud on it. So Hashem, from his name, the tetragrammaton that we call, the four sacred letters, okay, Hashem took from his name the Yud, okay, and added to Pinchas. He called him Pinchas. Now there's another reason for it, okay, something that he needed to do. So Hashem added the letter Yud to his name, in order to honor him as he honored Hashem's name. He did Kiddush Hashem. Hashem honored him with part of his name. Not hard to understand, is it? Okay? So that tells you something. That whenever you do Kiddush Hashem, Hashem will not stay with this action that you did. He will reward you for it. Because you're doing something that is not selfish. It's not for you. It's to honor Hashem. Right? So the letter Yud is written in a small form. I don't know if this, you have an opportunity, the Shabbat in the Sefer Torah, when we read, and I think in the Chumash it also has it, the name of Pinchas, the Yud, it's very small. Okay? And this teaches us something special about. There's a secret in it. And one of them is this, just like he became humble, he was very humble. Okay? In what he didn't do it out of because he was angry, okay? Because he was trying to get honor. He wasn't trying to do anything for himself. On the contrary, okay? Everything that he did had nothing to do with himself. He disregarded for his own life. And because of it, Hashem rewarded him with something great. The letter Yud is written small in the Torah to highlight Pinchas' modesty. He was very modest. It is fascinating to think that out of the billions of people on the planet Earth, every single individual is entirely unique. Are we unique? There's nobody, absolutely no one else like us. Okay? Maybe they look, but they're not. Their DNA is different. Their fingerprints are different. Everything is different about them. So, fingerprints, character, etc., the most widely used biometric identifiers are a clear example of this. And it's amazing to note how billions of faces are all different too. For the casual looker, everything looks the same. Okay? Everything looks the same. And you would never think that a snowflake, every single snowflake that falls is different. Not one of them it's equally the same. They're all different. Okay? I have a book that shows you this. Science proves it. Okay? Hashem makes every single snowflake, it's a drop of water that is frozen, it is different. Okay? Now, the Zohar says that Pinchas defeated both the princess Cosby, the Midianite princess, and the female Satan. Everybody should know what her name is Lamed Yud Tav. We learned this from the verse that it says, Et Chamati Me'al Bnei Israel. What does that mean? You see, how do you get the name from this? If you take the last letters of every word, it gives you that name. It tells you that that day, Pinchas, okay, acted and wanted to destroy not only this Cosby, but also that other force that it was at the beginning when Adam and Chava were there. Okay, so there's a lot of things that happen around us. So sometimes, you see somebody behaving in a certain way, but behind it, there's another force working. Okay? Pinchas did not see this, but Hashem was seeing all of this happening. So the last letters, we take it, and this spells the female Satan's name. So Pinchas, the son of Elazar, the son of Aaron, the Cohen, has turned my wrath, he says, away from the children of Israel. So the word Chamati, okay, comes from the word Chema. What is Chema? Chema is also known as the female Satan. And these words are in this parasha. But when we just read them on the surface, you don't see all this. You don't pay attention to it. You just read it and then they said, oh, it's okay. He killed these two people that were There's two people that were great people, and he killed them. No, there's a reason why he needed to do this. Okay? You need to know who Cosby is, where she came from. Okay? And what was the purpose to judge this action? So if you notice in the Parasha Balak 25 verse 8, a hidden secret in the words alludes to the female Satan. And he went after the man of Israel into the chambers and thrusted both of them. Okay, he got a Roma, a spear, and thrusted both of them. Now, this is a problem because they were inside the camp. Okay? And in order for him to be a Kohen, he cannot commit murder. If he commits murder, that's it for him. Okay? He cannot function as a priest anymore, as a Kohen. So Hashem did a lot of miracles there. Okay? So the Torah writes that he came to the Hakubah and killed both of them. So the word Hakubah is derived from the words Hanukbah, which is another name for Lilit. Something, I'm gonna stop here. Something to let us know that there's a lot of things that happen in this parasha, okay, that it's good to study. Just in the plain, just the simple way of reading it, okay, teaches you a lot of things, many things, and I hope all of you study the parasha every week. Really dedicate some time to it, okay. All you need is 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Before you know it, you'll learn something great. And so hopefully all of you are able to continue studying and start preparing yourself mentally for the upcoming month of Elul. Okay? And understand that there's a great opportunity coming our way. Okay? An opportunity to make a difference. Okay? So all those that are in the Guru class, okay, take this time to practice, to be around others and see what they do, okay, and start making changes in your life. Don't be afraid, okay. If you're in the Guru class, we don't push anybody to become Jews. This is not our job, okay. Our job is, if you want to, is to prepare you, okay? And we're willing to prepare you, but you have to take this opportunity, okay? You have to really study, because once you become a Jew, you come out of the mikveh, okay? You can't start there to learn about Shabbat. You need to already have an idea, and the things that, everything that you have to do, all the mitzvot, basic mitzvot of kosher, okay, of family purity. There's things that you need to learn, especially the women, okay? And the men, they have a lot of work ahead of them, because they need to become the teachers of their family. They need to raise their children in the right way, okay? So thank everybody for spending some time with us, and Hashem will teach you, Hashem will show you, and may Hashem's name be blessed always. Amen. Amen. Thank you very much.